Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so I finally decided today that I wanted to do a video, and I've been wanting to do a video for so long. And early this week, I didn't even realize that today was Thursday. I thank you guys for those who post the days of the weeks. That's how I knew today was Thursday. For me, it was Wednesday. But anyway, I've been wanting to share a message with you guys, and right now I'm going for a walk. I try to do that in the morning, a little bit of walking. And I said, let me take my phone with me to see what comes out of me today. So early this week, it was in my heart to share something that I realized with a lot of people that I come in contact with. I realize a lot of people, they want to do so many things, but their biggest challenge is themselves. They lack the confidence needed to believe that they have the ability to do whatever is in their hearts to do. Now, I just want to go and explain something, and it has a lot to do with my personal experience when it comes to confidence. But before I talk about that, let me talk about one more important thing. More than that, more than confidence, self-confidence is how you believe in God, how you see God. When I think about my experience growing up in church, in a religious setting, I had taken on the belief that God was a God that's out to get me, that God is a God that wants to hurt me. He wants to punish me. He wants to make me pay for the wrongs that I've done. That was not a good God for me. And where did I get that belief from? I got it from the people that I looked up to, people that were considered leaders, people that were powerful and influential in my sphere. And I grew up with this image of God out to get me. And it was only when I started to grow up and go through certain experiences and I started to seek God and said, but if this is God that created all these great things, and around you there were good things, there were good experiences, and I'm like, well, if this image of God of mine is the God that created all this and who's giving all these great experiences, why can't I experience those things too? So I started to question the image that I was given. I started to question the image that I was given. So a lot of us have this false image of God. And this false image of God is keeping you away from God. I can't really see my face, but I hope you just hear the message. But you at this point, if that is you, if that is the image of God that you're working with in your life, this image of God that is unloving and unforgiving, let me be the first to tell you that He is not any of those things. Sometimes it may feel that He's those things, just like a parent. As I am a parent of 4, there are things that I do to my kids. They might think that I'm just mean mother, but it's not true. I love them enough to do the right thing and to discipline them in the right direction. And maybe they don't understand it now, but one day they will. So if you heard anything that I said, I want you to know that God is a God of loving. God is a God of giving. God is a God of forgiving. He is forgiving. He wants to give you everything He created you for. But He doesn't want you to be unprepared. So there are certain things that you have to go through in life so He can prepare you to be who He created you to be. So question the image of God. If someone were to ask you, and be honest with yourself, who is God to you? What does He look like if you were to describe Him? What words come to mind when you think about the God that created all of this, that created you? Okay? Now, when you have a false image of God, what that also do to you is it also it gives you a false image of yourself. So if you have a God that's unloving, unforgiving, then you ultimately believe that you are not worthy of love and forgiveness. You are unworthy of those things because the God that created you doesn't give it to you. Again, that's a lie. You are worthy. That's why I love Jesus so much, because when I look at the story of Jesus and what he had to go through, I believe in the story of Jesus. I don't believe it's a myth. I don't believe it's just, whatever they call these things nowadays. It's true. My personal experience in my life proclaims that it is true, the story of the cross. It may not be true to somebody watching this video, but it's true for me. And so when I look at that story of what he had to go through and the experiences that he had on earth and the encounters he had, I see myself. I see myself. That's why it's so true and personal to me. And if that is the expression of God, if Jesus is the expression of God, God has to be love. God has to be forgiving. God has to be merciful. God has to be all these great things that we look for in God. And if he is those things, you are worthy of those things. Stop believing the lie and accept the truth. Okay, I'm so happy I was able to get this video out. I've been procrastinating. There's so much more that God wants to do through me. And I make excuses. But today I decided to do this. Thank you for watching. I do look forward to doing more. And I hope to see you guys again. Have a great day. Bye.